right, Cody, let's go into our MVP talk. Okay, so I told you to make your top 5 MVP favorites. So I will let you decide whether you want to start from your 5th going up to your number 1, or if you want to go to number 1 to number 5. I'll let you do that, but who is your top 5?
5 for me would be Josh Allen as of right now. And I say that just because there's been some games that he's lost them, and I think that kind of plays into a part of it. 4, and this is just because I was watching a little bit of Thanksgiving game, and I saw Micah Parsons basically just kill the Giants, and I think Micah Parsons should be somewhere in the top 5 in the MVP, so I have him at number 4. I have Joe Burrow at number 3 for the MVP. I have Patrick Mahomes at number 2. Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, he can go 1 or 2, but number 1 for me would be Jalen Hurts, just because of the record that he has for the Eagles. It was hard for me to not include Tua in here, but I think that Tua is benefiting from just having an onslaught of weapons, and I feel like the players that I put ahead have had to earn basically their top 5 for me. This is completely arbitrary, so this has nothing to do with anything, but I think a lot of people have Tua in their top 5. I think that's kind of lazy because Tua has, 2 of the greatest speedsters at his disposal, plus like a crazy offense in general. So my top 5 is just because I feel like that they've had to face more and earn more to get to that spot. And the number 4 spot for me, again, like I said, Micah Parsons was for you, Drew, because of I know that you want defensive guys to get some love.
Yes, I do. All right, so I'm going to go from 5 to 1, just like you did. You know what? Why don't you repeat your top 5 real quick?
Top 5 MVP candidates for me is 5, Josh Allen, 4, Micah Parsons, 3, Joe Burrow, 2, Patrick Mahomes, number 1, Jalen Hurts.
Okay. All right, mine is a little different. And you kind of slandered one of my guys, so we're going to go into that. But number 5, I have Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has been spectacular. I mean, he had 1 4-interception game, and since then he's been, just a freaking beast, man. I mean, you and I have him in a fantasy league, and he's been solid, rock solid. And we thought we were going to be switching him out with Matthew Stafford every now and then, as my dog decides to scratch right next to me. Thanks a lot, Hamilton. Okay. Anyway,
Ethan really loved my Tua being in my top 5.
Yeah,
so
don't worry. I'm going to set him straight, Ethan. No worries here. So Joe Burrow, 3,160 passing yards, 23 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns, so 27 total, 8 picks, and a completion percentage of 68.2%. I mean, exactly where you want to be. So all great numbers, and it looks like right now, like I said, the Bengals are the team to beat in the AFC North, in my opinion. Number 4, I got Tua. Listen, he's got 2 great receivers, Cody, but you cannot deny that he is absolutely playing out of his freaking mind. You can't deny it. I know that you don't think Tua is that great. I'm with you. I don't think Tua is as good as what his numbers are saying, but you also cannot deny how he has been playing lately, especially since he came off the injury. He's been playing better than what he was. 2,564 passing yards, 19 throwing touchdowns, 3 picks, Cody. 69.7 completion percentage, and he's got a rating of 115.7. I mean, that's really good. So Tua's my number 4. I got Jalen Hurts at my number 3 spot. I've seen a lot of people saying Tua over Jalen, but I gotta say Jalen has been good all year long. Like I said, Tua's been really good all year. Not saying that he isn't, but I feel like he's played better of late. With Jalen Hurts, I feel like he's been playing consistently the same way. He's thrown for 2,560 yards, so identical to Tua, and Tua did miss 2 games, so you can make that argument there. But they're not asking Hurts to throw every single time. They're also having him having him run the football. But we could also make the argument, Cody, he's got A.J. Brown. He's got Dallas Goedert. He's got Devontae Smith. He's got some good weapons, Cody. So should we kick him out of the top 5 too?
Okay, hold on. What weapons would you rather have? Would you rather have Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill or A.J. Brown and Smith?
If we're talking about receivers, yes, I would take the Dolphins. But you have Dallas Goedert. The Dolphins have some good running backs, but Miles Sanders has been good, and Jalen Hurts is they're asking him to run. Probably, it seems like more than Miles Sanders. So I got to be honest, man. Yes, you can make the case that Tyreek and Jalen are better, of course. But at the same time, if we're going with, who's got the better weapons, you could make an argument that the Eagles have more weapons than the Dolphins. The Dolphins have 2 great receivers, but after that, I think you would take, Dallas Goedert over Gesicki any day of the week. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there, kind of slander your name a little bit. Anyway, Jalen Hurts, he's got...
You don't even believe that.
I do believe it. Jalen Hurts, 17 passing touchdowns. He's got 8 rushing touchdowns, so 25 total. 3 picks, 597 rushing yards. And he's got 67.3 completion percentage. I do think that he's really benefiting from the team that is around him, but he's doing what they've asked him to do. So it's all you want.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have Patrick Mahomes. I honestly almost put him number 1, but I'm not surprised with Patrick Mahomes. Not surprised at all. 3,585 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 8 picks. I feel like he's been taking a lot more chances this year, but it really hasn't hurt him. I mean, they've been really good. He actually has a rushing touchdown as well, and he's 66.1 completion percentage with the best tight end in the game. And then after that, I don't think Juju has been everyone thought he was going to be. I don't think there's any other receiver that's been phenomenal for the Chiefs. I just feel like Mahomes finally is able to just spread the ball how he wants to spread it. He doesn't have to worry about feeding a guy other than Kelsey, of course. And the running backs haven't been that great for the Chiefs, and yet they're still winning all these games. I mean, honestly, the big worry for me is the Chiefs' running game. It's almost not. I mean, Pacheco. There's a couple of games where he looks great, and then all of a sudden it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He all of a sudden emerges, or then they throw in I think it's McKinnon. So it's just it's not solid, and it's not great. So anyway, I'm gonna stick with my number 1 though, Micah Parsons. That's right, Micah Parsons is my number 1 guy. 37 solo tackles, 50 total tackles. This guy has 12 sacks, which is second in the league, but his pressure percentage is incredible. And that's what this guy, he literally is a game changer. And we talked to from the backseat before they asked us this question. And I said, I really do believe that it's Micah Parsons because he is wrecking games. He's absolutely changing the momentum of games. And he's still doing that. I don't think this Cowboys team is that great. Their offense is not really moving how you think they are. It's really that defense is really putting the Cowboys offense in great situations. And the main reason is Micah Parsons. Not only does he have 12 sacks, but he's got 29 quarterback pressures that I looked up on Football Reference here. He has 10 quarterback hits, 7 hurry passes. So 17 out of 29. That is a 58.6% pressure percentage. So more than half of time he is pressuring the quarterback. He is either rushing the pass or he's hitting the quarterback and making his presence known. And then obviously you add 12 to that with the sacks. He's almost there 100% of the time every time he's pressuring the quarterback. I mean, he is absolutely phenomenal. So I don't know. I like Micah Parsons. I know he's not going to win. I understand that. But if I were going to vote, I would vote Micah Parsons because I do think he is changing what the Cowboys are doing. We anticipate that Patrick Mahomes is going to be great. We just weren't sure how it was going to look without Tyreek Hill and all that. You know, we anticipate. We knew that you and I were talking about it. You know, we thought that the Eagles were going to be really good. It's a great defense. They have great weapons that they added. All Jalen Hurts has to do is execute, and he has. Tua, same thing. They gave him those 2 weapons. You know, let's see how he executed, and so far he's executed. Same thing with Joe Burrow. Hey, we gave him Jamar Chase instead of going after offensive line. Then they signed a couple of offensive linemen in the free agent market. Let's see if he can execute it. He has. Josh Allen, you can make the same argument. They gave him Stephon Diggs. It looks like Gabriel Davis has got a really good connection, and Isaiah McKenzie has been really good. And they have virtually no running game. And yet it's been working for them. Micah Parsons, they haven't really given him any of the defensive players other than Diggs. I will give you that. Diggs has been good, but no one thought Diggs was going to be good last year. This year, even people were saying, "Oh, he might drop down." But I think Micah Parsons, he's been an absolute game wrecker since he's been here, and I think he's made that defense 100% better. I would vote Micah Parsons, even though I know he has zero chance of winning.